Chris Brown, Ty, your boy.
Well, let me hear the story first.
Because it's court, you got to hear the story.
I got to hear the story first because this category is not good.
Your boy escaped jail. He's officially declared a mistrial in the $90 million dog attack lawsuit involving himself and a juror. Against himself. Apparently, a juror reportedly violated court instructions by researching the case online and then sharing that information with other jurors. The judge said that once that happened, the integrity of the trial was compromised and the entire process had to start over again. To understand why this story is getting so much attention, you have to understand what the lawsuit is actually about. The case stems from a December 2020 incident, COVID, at Chris Brown's Los Angeles property involving Maria Avila, a housekeeper who says that she was attacked by a large security dog while working at the home. The dog was named Hades, appropriately, I guess. According to court filings and testimony, Avila claims that she was taking out the trash when the dog suddenly attacked her. She told jurors that she never saw the animal coming and that the dog dragged her by her skin during the attack. Avila says that she suffered severe injuries to her face, arm, and foot. She underwent emergency treatment and continues to deal with lasting physical and emotional effects from the incident. During testimony at the trial, Chris Brown described what he says that he saw when he arrived outside. He told jurors that he heard the dog growling. He rushed downstairs and found Avila lying face down on the ground. He testified that he saw blood on her face, arm, and on the concrete near her body. He also acknowledged that he did not personally call 911 and he did not provide direct medical aid. He testified that he was in shock and said concerns about media attention influenced his decisions after the incident. He also testified that while the attack happened on the property where he lived, he did not actually own the dog involved. According to Chris Brown, the animal belonged to members of his security team. End quote. He tried to put it on his voice. He also testified that employees had allegedly been warned about the dogs on the property, something that Chris Brown and the plaintiffs dispute. So now you got two very different versions of the story, and that's exactly why juries exist in the first place. But right in the middle of the proceedings, the judge learned that one of those jurors had allegedly gone online looking for information about the case and then shared what he found with his fellow jurors. At that point, the judge said that he had no choice. The trial was declared a mistrial, and the jury selection again began for a new trial. So, did the judge make the right call? If one juror breaks the rule, should everyone kind of have to start over? I mean, Chris Brown did end up, just for the record, he did end up, and this was her point, this was her whole argument, he did end up putting down the dog. He drove 600 miles away or something like that to a different spot, and then he did put down the dog. The dog was put down. I can't say he.
I was about to say about who? Certainly,
the dog has been put down since. And her thing was she thinks that he thought that maybe that was enough, and she's like, no, that's not enough. Is putting down your dog enough to kind of get through this, or do you think Chris Brown should still pay some money?
That's what happens when everybody else gets attacked by dogs.
Yeah, like
you put it down and everything's cool.
Well, you don't.
Everything's cool. You get your medical bills paid for if you sue. You don't get $90 million.
However,
comma.
The judge to me is on crack, because what do you mean somebody looked this case up so you're going to declare this a mistrial? My face is missing. What do you mean? Like, this is a mistrial?
We'll start over. She didn't say you couldn't start over. They'll start over, but
I do understand that somebody looked up the case, but guess what? They were going to learn about the case anyway in the courthouse. Like, that was the purpose of them being there. So if they wanted to cheat a little bit and get some spoilers of where this was going, I think that's okay.
When you're sequestered, you can't.
Yeah, but the reason why you do that is because of the outside information influences your decision, and you have to know that the lawyers.
I'm sorry. Are we not going to do that anyway? Because I'm not going to be on the trial and not look it up. Maybe I won't share with everybody else, but I'm going to look it up. So don't put me on the jury. There's nobody who's going to be on a case who's not going to go home and pick up their phone and type this information in to see what is going on. Why would you not do that? It's
okay. I don't think that's the problem, but the problem is she shared it.
Well, that was.
I mean, I want to know. I guess I'm kind of curious. I really had to look into the story because I'm about to look it up too. Like what level of negligence he's responsible for that caused $90 million in damages.
I mean, it's on his property. It's his dog.
And the fact that he said, I saw this happen. I saw this woman laying on the floor, writhing in pain. And I said, I'm not going to call the police because I'm a celebrity. What? That alone right there, you got to pay something.
I do agree he should pay something. I'm just trying to get that number in my head.
90
you
million
need like that number is ridiculous.
I don't know how she came up with that number. That's her lawyers.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking.
Lawyers.
I think she deserves compensation of some kind for sure. But she could work her lifetime. She was never going to make $90 million. So if he took her off the work, like he took her out of work for the rest of her life,
her face is worth.
If she got reconstructive surgery,
yeah.
If she did all this other stuff, you still wouldn't get up to 90 million.
I don't know, but to be honest with you, when it comes to court cases, though, while I do think the number is ridiculous, I also feel like if I'm a victim of something, you can't tell me how much it's worth. It doesn't matter how much I would have made in my lifetime. This happened essentially on your watch, so you got to pay for it because I know you got the money.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, people sue for these numbers, and like there's no way of getting this money from him.
But also, it's negligence. The dog was allowed reportedly to roam free
again
across
negligent
the entire
ridiculous
yard.
As hell. All the bad stuff. Where are we getting such a ridiculous number from? That's all I want to know. Like
negligence.
If she sued for $20, you'd be okay with that?
How much?
20? Like if she should get $20? Like what you mean?
Down. We're talking $5 million.
Oh, I was talking $20.
We're talking $5 million
inflation
maximum, and that would be an egregious payment.
Look, Obama just spent $850 million for his museum.
Go there.
So I think $90 million is a bargain for Chris Brown
from private donors like Chris Brown.
And is there a way? Like this is a civil case, correct? Like, what are you going to do with this? You can't get some money.
Case, yeah.
And you're like, okay, you won $90 million. Yeah, as long as I owe you, never go broke. I'm not paying you this.
Don't do that.
He's not paying her $90 million, even if she wins. He's just not doing it. Is Chris Brown worth $90 million?
If Chris Brown, if Chris Brown didn't
Chris Brown's net worth, like on hand cash, can hand over $90 million to this woman. Chris Brown does not have $90 million.
I think so. You don't think so?
He might have $90 million in assets. He does not have $90 million to give to this woman. That's
you
ridiculous.
could probably do a payment plan.
She's never seen that money. I'm going to look this up. I'm going to see.
Could you imagine? Now, obviously, this woman, if she's working in the house, she's obviously a Chris Brown fan. Could you imagine working with your favorite celebrity? Then something like this happens, and you can no longer like Chris Brown's music. Like that must suck to be her.
Yeah, especially when it's everywhere, right?
Yeah, like
everywhere. All right.